Yo, looks like we have a new map called Berlin on the super test server. Will it be ready in time for 1.71? Do subscribe and give this video a like. Let's go find out and see what's going on. We are in 1944 Berlin, end of the war. We are in the northern part of the map, and we are going down the A line right now. And what you are looking at is actually the Anhalter Bahnhof. I hope I didn't butcher that. This is the Grand Central Station in Berlin. It's no longer there. I think it's gone. It's been replaced by something obviously more modern. Now we are in the middle of the A line. This looks like a railway bridge, and a very narrow bridge, which I see it's like more like a corridor more than anything else. Now, like I said, 1.71 is due to drop in a couple of days, probably 4 days. 3 or 4 days time. And will this map be included in 1.71? That is the mystery. I'm not sure about that, but you can see here some bomber squadrons flying from the northeastern side of the map. This is going to be a feature on the map. There are going to be Spitfires, there are going to be bombers flying around the map. It's going to be interesting. It adds some visual, and it adds some sound to the map that makes it very interesting. And this map looks very complete, very detailed. I must say it is a very beautiful map. Please fly around with me. Let's take a look. We are now looking at this was part of the old railway line that used to be elevated from that Grand Central Station, and now we are going towards a bridge that will take us to the middle of the map. Everything you see in front of us is no longer there in 2020. All these buildings are no longer here. I suppose back in the early 1900s, this was some buildings people used to live in, apartments and stuff like that. But everything on our left of this bridge here, left of this river here, in modern day Berlin, is actually open ground. It is kind of like a memorial. It's an open space. All these are ruins. They're no longer there. And as you can see, it was completely destroyed. Berlin was almost completely flattened. And this area here, right in the middle of the map, where the old apartment buildings used to be, looks like a great place for you to defend from. And this map, in my opinion, it looks like a really good map for defending. It doesn't seem like it's very good for anyone trying to attack. Here we are in the middle of the map looking down south, and like I said, in modern Berlin, all this is an open field. Everything is gone. There is some, this looks like a bit like Studansky, because in the middle of the map you have a couple of ditches that runs through all the way going down south. I don't know if you can, if it's shallow enough for tanks to roll in it, to hide in it. Look at it, it's filled with water. I don't know if you drown in it or not. We'll find out when the map is released. But like I said, this map looks like really good for defending. Imagine being a light tank or medium tank driving in here facing heavy tanks, and they're going to be hull down, side scrape. It's going to be really hard to dig out any kind of tank that can defend itself with its armor. So like I said, it's a very beautiful map of Berlin in the 1900s, destroyed Berlin. Very detailed. It looks complete. It looks ready to go. You saw there a couple of Spitfires flying over. This is the base on the eastern side of the map. And now that building, I don't know what building that was, that is in front of the cap circle. There is also a ditch behind it, behind the cap. So there's a building in between this cap circle and the enemy cap circle. I don't know what building it is, but in modern Berlin, that is like a tent, a dome, where some kind of people do concerts and stuff there right now. And we are now going down the Juliet Kilo line, J or K, going down south and going towards the western side. Like I said, this reminds me a little bit of Studansky, doesn't it? because of these ditches here. Obviously this is dried out, and it looks like tanks can go in here, hull down. You can see there's a couple of trees around, but in 1900s, 1930s, 1940s Germany, there are no trees in Berlin because all of them were chopped down for firewood and whatnot. The wood was very valuable during the end of the wars during that time. Now this is the middle of the map, and there seems to be like some kind of bunker here. Obviously this doesn't exist in modern era Berlin right now. Maybe it did during the war, I don't know, but this looks like a great position once again for tanks to hide in. Now if you had to come in here to dig out some heavy tanks, some Object 777s, Super Conquerors, imagine trying to dig them out here, Object 279s. It's going to be almost impossible, and it's going to be hell for light tanks because there's no way you're going to be able to survive here. And now we are looking down. Like I said, this place looks a bit like Studenski, and if you look right in front of us here, this is the Reichstag or the Reichstag or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if I'm butchering the words. This used to be the Nazi parliament, and it's been restored. It looks really good in the modern 2020. If you look at it now, it's been restored, but it was completely destroyed, bombarded, attacked, and this is what it looked like if you were in World War II invading Berlin as part of the Red Army or whatever. And this is the Reichstag, a historical building. I like the detail, it's beautiful. This bridge in real life is not as close to the Reichstag as it is in that. Maybe it was as close in 1944, I don't know, but the bridge is actually a little bit further down. And now we are heading down on the eastern side, going down south, and we are looking at the Reichstag from the back. And as you can see, the Reichstag is protecting us from the enemy base on the western side. And now we are driving we are flying towards the Brandenburg Gate, the infamous Brandenburg Gate. Now modern day Berlin, this is the tourist spot, but back in 1944 this is what it looked like, completely destroyed. They've restored it really beautifully now, and now this complex area here where these apartments used to be, there are no longer apartments there, but they're more like this is like a historical place. So there's a lot of like hotels, restaurants, Starbucks, Madame Tussauds. So this is like the tourist strip of modern Berlin. I don't know, you tell me, are there any Berliners here on my channel? Let me know what Berlin is like right now. Is this map accurate? And now at the end of the video, I have overlaid a Google map over this mini map to get some kind of comparison to see what how accurate is the map. I hope you will be interested to see that, and that would be the end of the video. Now I've put a link in the website for Rykoz info. This is where I get all the information from. They are a great site for you to see. Now this is the Progetto skin that's going to be coming out. I don't know whether it's a gift or you have to pay for it, or I don't know. It's called Safari. It's pretty cool. I like that there's a bullhorn out there in front. It looks like a kind of like a Texas tank, and that's called Safari for the Progetto Tier 8 46. And the next tank 3D skin is the Kranwagen. Now Kranwagen in Swedish, I think it means some kind of crane thing. So it's set up to look like some kind of recovery vehicle. It's kind of interesting. It looks cool. I like it very much. I think I would want this skin. If I had to pay some gold for it, that would be great. I'll take it. Next up is the IS-3. This is called Mon 2, but it looks a little bit like the Object 140 skin that was out during the Christmas, that kind of package deal where you got the skins in the boxes. Yeah, this skin looks a lot like that 140 Object 140. It looks kind of cool, but it still looks a little bit stock. This one is the AMX50B. It's called the Java Rhino. So I don't know what maybe it's meant to look something like a Sumatran. Maybe it was deployed in Sumatra. Maybe it was deployed somewhere in Indonesia. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. It looks like it's got like a beach chair strapped to it. It's got a long ladder. Kind of cool looking. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a like. Here's the overlay of the map I was telling you about. This is the mini map, and this is the actual Google map. Look at the locations of the buildings. They are exactly where they were supposed to be. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Remember to check out rykoz.info. I will leave a link in the description below. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you again on the next video. Bye bye.